What's up, YouTube? CJ the Maestro, I'm back. And this is for the Reason 9.5 and Maschine 2.65 coexisting. It's part 2. An issue that I'm having right now, let me see if I can move up a little bit, is for one, when I try to open up the file, hit this arrow to get the drop down menu, it does that. It does that. Also, when I try to do drop down menus for effects, same thing. So I don't know if that's something that is inside the Reason software that's causing that, or once they get all the bugs out of it, everything should work, hopefully. And then another thing that I noticed is right here, I'm using this kit in Maschine. It's the blip coin sound. And if you can see here, there's the MIDI notes, right? That's the MIDI notes. So if I play Reason, like that's cool and everything. But then when I want to play a different pad, it changes the sound. And I don't want it to change the sound. I'm trying to go to a different sound to add to my beat. So let me see. Let me close this. See, it changes the sound. Even though I have another track up, it's still, when I change the sound in here, it changes the sound in my MIDI. And then as you see, it's not playing any MIDI in the program right here. There's no MIDI. It's all right here. But if I switch to want to do another group, it's just like I didn't play anything at all. So that's probably a bug that's gonna have to be fixed. If you ever watching this propeller head, this is gonna be a real big issue, because you only can play one sound at a time, and then you can't switch groups inside the machine. So that's gonna be an issue. All right. So let me go to some comments. What's up, YouTube? CJ the Maestro. So we had a comment from Eduardo Clough, or Clue, if you can see that. Wanted to know if the drag and drop works. Excuse me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out of this. All right, let me minimize that. Let me open up Maschine. Man, my throat is dry for some reason. Oh, it's shoot. I'm sorry, that's Reason. Let me open up Maschine. Like I said, this is raw. This is not edited. So we're gonna find out. Eduardo Clough, or Clue, however you pronounce your last name. I don't like messing up names. but I'm thinking it's like cloth. Alright, so what I'm going to do is make that smaller. Now, let me bring up a, let's see, when I hit file, now you see when I hit file here, it works when it's separate. So what I can do, let me hit that link right there, hit link, and now you see it's linking up with the Reason software. All right, so let me go back here and let's open up a project. Let me see. Let's open up the TTG and see what that sounds like. All right. What's this sound like? Okay, I need to change that. All right. So as you see, I changed with the link. I changed the BPM there to 141, and it also changed to 141 in Reason. So if you use the Ableton link, you can run both of these together. So, all right, do the drag and drop. Stretch this out. Okay, so what Eduardo wanted to know if the drag and drop function works. So let me move this over here, because as you know, this is your drag and drop functions right here. So let's do MIDI first. So we're gonna grab this, come all the way over, and we're gonna put it right here. Bam. So and let's play it back. All right, here we go. Okay, let's play. I gotta get this to play. Okay, so when you do the MIDI, it's just dropping it as a MIDI note. So let's delete that. But the drag and drop works, but I don't want the MIDI. So let me go back and let's drag the wave. Let's bring the wave over. All right. So we're gonna drop it right there. Let's bring this in. Boom. Now this is the pattern that I made in Maschine. So let's see how it came out. This is just the drums. So, to answer your question, Eduardo, yes, the drag and drop function works, but what you'll have to do in Reason is whatever sounds that you used, which I use, I believe, the Black Diamonds Kid in Contact, I believe. Let me check. Let me check here. Okay. No, I use the Infernus drum kit from Industry Kits, Superstar O's Contact kit, and so when I moved it, when I drag and dropped it. Excuse me for the mumbling. I'm kind of tired. Long day at the gym. When I moved and drag and dropped the MIDI, you're going to have the same instrument open. You have to have the same instrument open, so let's do that. We'll close that out. And let me go to instruments here. Let's go to instruments. And let's go to find contacts. Drag that over. Okay, let's open it up. Let's go down here and find the Infernus. Boom. We'll do the drag that up. So now we got that open. We can close it. And we're going to mute. We're going to mute the wave. And then now you can drag and drop the MIDI over here. Right there. Let's put it up here. We're going to close this out. So now let's play. Now the thing I don't understand is I did that. Let me see something. If I unmute. Okay. So as you see, so there you have it. Drag and drop works. It either works with the wave, drag and drop the wave into Reason, or you have to open up whatever virtual instrument you used or whatever sound you use in Maschine. You have to have it in Reason. If you use, especially MIDI, if you drag and drop MIDI, you got to have the exact same sounds that you use in Maschine in Reason in order for the MIDI to work. Now you can drag and drop the wave all day and you don't have to worry about anything. But if you want to keep the MIDI, just in case if you want to change MIDI notes, then you have to have the exact same sounds in Reason ready when you drag and drop the MIDI. So since I was using the Infinite drum kit in Contact, in order for me to use the MIDI, I had to open it in Reason, as you see, and then drag and drop the MIDI into Reason on this track. But for some reason, when I drag and drop the MIDI, it opens up another track here, like a Contact track. It'll open up here. So then I have to drag and drop and move the MIDI notes to where I got the Contact player set up, and works fine. It works fine. So drag and drop does work. The Ableton link that you see here and the Ableton link, the link 1 that you see here. I'm trying to get this focused, but it's not focusing. But it's one link right here. You see it loading up. That way, if I change the BPM in Maschine, it'll change the BPM in Reason, so that I don't have to sit there and kind of remember what the BPMs are. And yeah, that's it. This is the Reason 9.5 and Maschine 2.6.5 coexisting together, part 2. Answering Eduardo Clough or Clue, answering his question, does the drag and drop work? Yes, it does work, but you have to make sure you have the exact same sound set up in Reason in order to use MIDI. But if you just want to go ahead and you already got the drums mixed real well in Maschine, you can drag it over, and that's it.